Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to another week in the life of running our dealership, NG Supercars.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and this is our dealership, NG Supercars, and over there is Randy.
Morning, YouTube.
Randy is a savage.
What?
I gotta think of something new to say every time. So you've been badass, you're savage, I don't know what else we'll come up with. Anyway. Old and decrepit. Feeling sore, that's what it is. We're gonna bring you along for another week as we run our dealership, buy and sell cars, work on cars, make deals, and do lots of stuff on the computer, because that's generally what I do, and it's really boring. But I'm gonna show you the cool stuff and not the boring stuff. So we've got a lot of Ferraris right now. In fact, we're at pretty much at capacity. Maybe we could fit like one or two more cars if we really wanted to, but I'd rather not. So buy our cars. Do me a favor. Go check out ngsupercars.com and look at our inventory and then buy something for us. Or better yet, go to normalguysupercar.com and buy some parts and services from us, including remote consignment. So yes, we can actually go fly out to wherever you are, inspect your car, and then sell it through our dealership. It's a pretty cool service. Check it out. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, send us an email, sales@ngsupercars.com. But what do we have in the shop and what's going on? Well, over here is a client's car. So this car was a consultation client that we helped acquire this car. And he has a few service items that he would like us to take care of before he takes possession of it. So we have the seat out because we're going to fix something weird on the seat. Check this out. We've never seen this before. There's like this protrusion. There's something hard under there. It's weird. I don't know. So our leather guys, he's supposed to come out, well, he came out Monday. He didn't have time to fix it on Monday, so he's supposed to come out today and hopefully get that fixed today. So that's just one of the weird things. We're doing a few other things on this car. Nothing crazy. The yellow car is actually sold and going out the door on Friday, so we're just kind of doing the last prep before it goes away. We want everything to be perfect. I drove it like 50 miles yesterday, got the readiness monitors to reset so that we could actually get it to pass inspection so it can get it registered and all that jazz. And we're just going to do a clean up and blah, blah, blah. And then hilariously, we have its twin convertible brother, which is almost done with a major service and a manual conversion and a few other service items. We're waiting on one stupid belt. That's it. And I think it's supposed to arrive today. Randy really hopes so. I know. We've been staring at that car for way too long. And it's my bad. I had some of the parts missing. And then when I ordered, well, to be fair, the parts I ordered were supposed to be here in like 3 days, and it took 2.5 weeks. That wasn't my fault. I don't know what happened there. They actually got shipped the same day, and then it just went into shipping hell and disappeared. And then magically appeared again. I don't know. They went to Chicago, which makes no sense. They're coming from like New Jersey, and they went to Chicago and then down. Usually they go through, you know, like, was it Kentucky?
I wonder if it was the weight or weather.
I don't know. It was the same week they had that crazy storm in the Northeast, so.
That was about time, yeah, like Kentucky and everything else was.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. Anyway, they're here now, except that belt. This is another car that we sold recently. I have to fix the convertible top on it, and then we're going to do a once over and get it prepped. They are coming to pick it up tomorrow, so that is a top priority. So this car is going away tomorrow, that car is going away Friday, and hopefully the yellow car is going away. Once it's done, I have to actually transport it back to San Antonio, so probably not till next week. This is also, actually funny enough, a car from a friend of ours who lives in San Antonio. He's had the car for a little while, and he said, hey, the clutch isn't feeling right. We are warranty replacing the clutch master cylinder. Not sure what happened. It's probably just got a bad part, and it wore out or something. Shit happens, you know, sometimes you get bad parts. Nothing we can do about that, but hey, it's under warranty, so we're taking care of it for free. Not for us, but for him. I'm guessing we'll have that wrapped up today, too, because it's not that much work. This is a consignment car that we got a few days ago. I'm going to try and have time to review it today, maybe. We'll see. Beautiful 575, 2 owners, really cool. 42,000 miles, I think. This car is here getting a conversion. I think we're gonna get started very soon. Also got a lot of other services that he wants done, like clutch and dashboard and some other things. That one's gonna be here a little while. Of course, the 360 that was in the flood, we actually got the conversion parts. Holy cow, so we could wrap this car up pretty quickly. There you go, there are the conversion parts. Nice. Very excited about that. So we got that to do. We also are doing a heat exchanger and engine mounts. So we got the parts. Oh, we're ahead of the game. We got parts. heat exchanger, boom. Yeah, this is the uprated heat exchanger. This is not the OE one. It's to OE spec, or at least diameters and whatever. But this is the one that you want because it weighs 1,000 pounds compared to the other one that weighs almost nothing. And these ones don't blow up. So if you don't know, on the 360, this heat exchanger is the oil cooler slash coolant heat exchanger. These little baffles in there rust out and pop, and when that happens, your coolant and oil decide to play swapperoo. And so next thing you know, you've got a milkshake in the transmission, and you've got oil in the coolant, and everything's expensive after that point. And if you're lucky, your transmission survives. So if you're unlucky, you need a new transmission. So you really don't want that to happen, considering the job to replace this is a couple $1,000s versus many tens of thousands of dollars if the transmission goes out. I would recommend, if you haven't already and you own a 360, change out for one of the uprated ones. And if you don't know which one you have, good question. I think you can kind of tell because this one has these really large like hex nuts that are welded on right here. And I believe the factory ones don't have the hex nuts or something. Next time we get one that's not one of the exchange, or, uprated ones. So maybe when we pull this one, I'll try and show you the difference. So we'll do that before we throw away that part, if it's got one of the OE ones. And of course, engine mounts, because, 100% of the engine mounts fail in Ferrari 430s and 360s. It's just, they do. And over here, we've got the car that we bought from San Diego, and it has damage. And the insurance adjuster was out here yesterday. We got an estimate. They were like, oh, it'll only take me like 10 minutes. And they were here for 2 hours. I think they realized, oh shit, yeah, this is gonna be really expensive. And that sucks. So, so we will get that taken care of. As you can see, we've got damage here, damage there, crack here, diffuser's toast. Yeah, that's no good. 48 is another consultation client that we helped acquire this car, and now he's having us do a few service items before he takes possession of it. So we're going to clean up some stuff, add some stuff, do some stuff. And then we got another consignment car. This is our Bentley. And then another consignment car, Aston Martin, and then another consignment car. This is like the row of consignment cars, apparently. This car I also want to do a review of because, well, it's really actually in far better shape than you'd think, considering it has 62 or 61,000 something miles. It looks really good. Only problem, needs a clutch. So if you're interested in this car, we can work something out and get a clutch taken care of on that car. Oh yeah, this thing also needs a clutch, desperately. And in fact, we're trying to get ahead of the parts and inventory game. So last night, just to show you, I ordered 3 clutches and a bunch of other parts. And I spent $16,000 on parts, and that was only a small portion of the parts that I want to keep in inventory. Randy should be smiling.
Less downtime.
Yeah.
More productivity.
As soon as I'm off the camera, I'm going to pull his opinion because we're going to buy some other stuff to make things happen around here. So yeah, see, we're spending money so that we can do a better job for you. That's what's going on in the shop. I have no idea what's going to go on today other than these things. We're going to wrench on some stuff. We're going to drive some cars. And I think Josh flies out tomorrow. So he's going to be in today. But he is going to Orlando to go check out another car that we're doing for a consultation client. And I thought there was another car maybe, but I think right now it's just the one. So we'll see. That's the plan for the day. Let's do it.
A few moments later.
All right, YouTube. So I am working on the hydraulic top on this 430. So I've kind of got the top in like a service mode where it's halfway. I already fixed the alignment pin, but this is the hydraulic cylinder right here that is leaking. This guy, you can see there's hydraulic fluid all over right here, and this is where our problem is. So this puppy needs to be replaced. So I have a replacement cylinder from Top Hydraulics. Here's the thing, you can take these hoses and disconnect them from way down here. This is where the hydraulic pump is in this panel. And then you got to run the hoses all the way up here and stuff. It's a whole thing. Like you got to run them down these channels and into here and stuff. And there's another way to do it, which is you take, see how this guy has these screws right here? Well, what you do is you actually grind out right here. And you pop those 2 hoses out because the new hoses clamp in with these screws. So yeah, I think that's easier instead of replacing all the hoses, because the hoses aren't the problem. It's not leaking from here or here. It's leaking from here and here. First thing we gotta do is just pop this sucker off. I'm just gonna, it's a 30 millimeter Torx. And there's some alignment stuff here, so you gotta make sure you get it the right way when you put it back, just so you know. All right, here's the one. This guy is oily. You know what? I don't like how much oil that one has, so we're gonna put that somewhere else and clean it off with some brake clean before you put everything back together. So you can see, yeah, here's this piece right here. Oh yeah, look at all that fluid on it. Oh yeah, look at it's totally saturated. Yeah, this whole thing has been leaking. Yay! Okay, let's put these over here. Come back. No! Don't go into the abyss. And actually, one of those screws is longer than the other. There is a C-clip, I believe, on this. Gotta see, it must be on that side. So when you have to remove this guy, there is a pin right here, and this pin goes through this and that piece, and there's a C-clip that sits on the inside of that. So it's a little bit of a challenge to get that off. But anyway, now that we got this out, we're gonna do the grindy grind. So I'm gonna break out the Dremel. Obviously we're gonna wipe up any oil first so we don't catch it on fire. Also don't forget there's a spacer right there. So let's keep that in place, but clean up all this oil. So we're gonna grind down these edges where you see where it's got pinch welds or pinch holds. We're gonna grind those down and pop out those hoses. That is the goal here. So we're gonna set up a little area of towels because it's gonna spew out some shrapnel and we don't want it going all over the place. So you can see I ground out the tubes. I think I gotta chop off those little two pieces, get those off. Now all we have to do is unscrew these little Torx bits, pop the cylinder out and swap them out.
Nice.
All right, she's working. I already ran it twice. Success both times, no hangups, no nothing. So the nice thing about the pump is it is like a self-bleeding pump because it's pushing fluid through hydraulic cylinders, so you don't really have to bleed it. You just gotta run it a couple times and then it's good. I don't think it leaked out enough to where I need to top off the fluid because it seems to have tons of pressure and it was doing fine. And the leak wasn't severe. We've had leaks on these where it's bad enough where literally fluid drops down on your head. Like when this piece right here folds forward, also just dumps a bunch of fluid. We've also seen where the trough back here just gets totally filled with fluid. So yeah, that's when you gotta top it off when it's that bad. And it seems like it's always this damn cylinder right here in the front that goes. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's exposed to more direct sunlight or something, or whatever. It's working and not leaking, more importantly. Okay, it's been a crazy morning already. We need to go drive this car, that car, and that car. So let's start driving some cars. We just need test drives on them, and then we gotta clean up those two cars since they're getting picked up. And then I need to contact the owner of this car and tell him, hey, his car is ready as soon as we're done driving it and verify everything's good. So maybe I'll go drive this car first real quick because all we're really doing is verifying the clutch is good. So we just need to get the car heated up all the way, then the next car, then the next car. So I'm gonna do that. New clutch. Cylinder, master cylinder. Ooh, that feels better. Oh yeah. Oops, didn't have it down all the way. It's funny, so you know, we've dealt with different conversion companies over the years, and this kit is not a Makina kit, and I can tell just by the way it feels. It's really interesting in the way it behaves. It's funny. I can tell this is a Cambio Emanuele kit. Throttle behaves by the way the gate feels, or the cables, by the clutch feel. So far so good. Smoky windows. sounds good. I was there like, oh, yeah, it does sound good. This is meaty. That guy really wants to get around me, my God. Okay, I actually want to do a first gear start just because we're testing clutch. Much better when in the first gear. Like a butter. To recalibrate my foot, the clutch release is higher up than it expects. I'm content. All right, on to the next car. Listen to this puppy. Oh, yeah. We need some more IPEs. God damn. Josh, gonna do that? Do the yellow car. One last drive before we clean it up and send it. Send it. Yeah, don't go too nuts. Sounds good though. Nice. He's gonna do a flyby on that road, so we'll just wait for him.
A few moments later.
It's all peaceful and birds chirping. Nice and quiet. Lovely day out here. Enjoying the peaceful day. Huh, what's that? Oh, that's just Josh. Admittedly, not quite as epic as when we have the 458s with the IPE, but still, that was pretty cool. Alright, last test drive, we're in the convertible. Totally different sound exhaust. It's the factory exhaust. I think I want to adjust the PIS. It's a little too loose for my taste.
A few moments later.
Alright YouTube, it's late in the day, it's after 6 o'clock, so this car is being picked up tomorrow. It's all been detailed, we're leaving it air drying because we did the carpets and stuff, so a little bit of humidity in there. Last thing we want to do is create some mildew. Looks like Randy got started on the conversion on that car, and we got the yellow car totally ready to go. That's not being picked up until Friday. Now it's done, just gonna sit here and we don't have to do anything with it, which is great. And we're supposed to get the rest of the parts for the other yellow 360 tomorrow. They're having some shipping issues because we paid for expedited shipping and it's not happening. Bye, Randy.
Bye,
Dan. That car will be finished shortly. We talked to the client on this car. There's an oil leak that he's gonna have us fix, so we need to order some parts on that. I gotta do that tomorrow or the next day. And we got the pictures and stuff for the 550. So I reviewed it. I haven't edited the review, but I'll get that out the next day or two. So hooray. Got a lot done today. Today was busy. I'm gonna go home. I will see you guys tomorrow, and we're doing more car stuff.
The next day.
Good morning, YouTube. It is Thursday, which means tonight is our Thursday Night Live. So join us at 8 p.m. Central every Thursday, or at least most Thursdays. We'll talk about supercars, business, life stuff, and lots of people ask questions, and it's a lot of fun. So join us then. But what is going on today? Well, today we have one car coming in, one car going out. That's the primary thing that we're worried about today. So that car right there is being picked up at noonish. We had a car that was supposed to be delivered yesterday. Yeah, that was funny. Supposed to be delivered sometime today. no ETA given. So, well, at some point, we'll probably get a 430. It's actually a coupe, and it's getting converted. So after the gray car, that one is next in line to get converted. Then we actually have another guy who's supposed to send us money for a conversion. So he'll be next in line after that next in line. So we've already got a queue of 3 cars getting converted. We're supposed to get the belt on the yellow 360 today so we can finally wrap that up, button it up, and send it home. And then tomorrow, the yellow 360 coupe is going away, and this 430 is getting picked up. So we have 3 going out, 1 coming in. So we'll have a little bit more space temporarily. Yeah. So good. We got pictures of that. We'll get that listed for sale. I got the review. I got to edit that. I'll do that probably today. I have some other paperwork I'm going to work on and some other things that we're working on. And Randy is converting. Yep. So we got started on this thing. Got to remove the trans and the engine or the A-frame, this, that, all this stuff. So this is a cool looking car. This is one of those specs that you either love or hate, and I kind of like the gray with the red.
The gray leather?
Yeah, no, the red leather with the gray. Oh yeah, the gray steering wheel and stuff. That's a little bit unusual.
Yeah, that's the... Yeah.
That is. I have not seen that before. The gray dashboard. It kind of works. That's kind of the plan for now. So let's see what happens today. Today's gonna be an interesting one.
A few moments later.
Well, I'll have you know, I'm standing where the car that was here used to be. So that car is gone. The person took it. Good. This car just arrived a little while ago. We're going to fire our shipping company, I think. It got damaged in shipping. Not much, just a little, but it's still damaged. And that's 2 cars damaged in 2 weeks, which is completely unacceptable. So yeah, got a scuff there and then a tiny little paint chip there. Which that's through the PPF, so we're gonna have to have the whole bumper get repainted and PPF and get the wheel refinished. Yeah. Ugh. Total pain in the ass. And Randy bonged out the entire shop, but good news, he bonged out because he got the 360 running, which is, I guess, good.
We got our belt.
We got the belt. We got the part we've been waiting for forever. Finally came in. So that means this thing can get buttoned up and sent on its way. So that means, wow, so we're gonna have this car, and this car all leaving very soon. Good riddance.
Nice. Riddance.
Well,
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I like that. That's better. Oh, that's good. Yeah, move some air through here to get the...
Yeah.
It was, I walked in after being outside for a few minutes. I'm like, holy crap, this place is bonged out. It's already well into the afternoon, so I'm going to eat some lunch, keep working on the computer. I just noticed my old Whining with Dan pictures up there. All right, YouTube, it's after 5 o'clock on Thursday, so I've got a few hours until the Thursday Night Live, which means I need to get home. And, I still don't feel great, admittedly. This cold has dragged on for a week now. It needs to go away. I want to be able to breathe again and not have sinuses that are jam-packed. But the good news is, so 1 car went out. We got this car is supposed to get picked up in the morning, and this car is also supposed to get picked up around 11 a.m. So both of these 2 will go away. And we have another coupe that's going to be coming our way. This coupe is not for sale. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Oh, wait, no, shoot. That one says sold. I need to find one of the ones that says not for sale and throw it on that car. There we go. Not for sale. All right, much better. Let's throw that right. Oh, shoot, hold on, right there. Not for sale. Okay, that car's not for sale, if you didn't know. This car is. That car's not for sale. That car is not for sale. A lot of them are not for sale. I'm gonna go home. I gotta take out the trash here, because tomorrow's trash day, so I'm gonna do that before I get out of here. But that's it for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And then, yeah, it's Friday. God, this week's going fast. It's already Friday. Shit. Oh! Totally forgot before I go away. Yeah, it's back on the ground. It runs. We adjusted the shift linkage. Oh, yeah, look at that. So, got to put the seats back in. Got to put some stuff back in. Should have this thing wrapped up tomorrow. I will send a message to the owner and let him know that his car is done. Well, I'll wait till it's done, and then I'll let him know it's done. It means I have to transport it back to San Antonio probably sometime next week. All right, well, sweet. More stuff leaving.
The next day.
Well, good morning, YouTube. It is Friday, and Randy is ready to have us test drive the yellow 360 that's been here forever. So all the parts are in. It's converted. Major is done. Oh yeah. Here we go, buddy. Aw. Party foul. There we go. Reverse lights aren't going. Okay. Oh, the switch isn't plugged in? Oh. Alrighty. Nice. Well, that's always a good way to start the day. Our friend is supposed to be here in less than an hour to pick up his car, and then that car is supposed to be picked up at 11. So, stuff's happening. Stuff's getting out here. This is good. Seems to be working. We'll take it out for a proper test drive, make sure it's shifting correctly, all that stuff. We just had our live stream last night at 8 p.m. Central every Thursday. We normally have our monthly meetup this Saturday at the shop, but it's supposed to be thunderstorms, so I canceled it. Sorry. So no meetup in March. We'll try and shoot for April. Hopefully April cooperates so we don't have thunderstorms. Yay! We still have a bunch of service work to do. Got some more deals brewing. Josh is out in Florida flying to Boston to look at another car. I think the car he looked at yesterday is good, I believe. And so that's great, getting stuff done there. Kind of wrapping up a super busy week. My Lord, has it been absolutely nuts around here. It just seems to be the default now. I'm just going to call it normal. Normal is crazy. Ordered a drawer system to organize our parts. We should have that, they said, in like 2 weeks or so. Also ordered some more computers because we decided it's time for us to step up our computer game on some of these cars. There's a few functions that we didn't have on the launch that we want. So we had to cough up the big money to get the big toys. Spending some money, investing in the company, trying to get stuff done. I'm assuming once he finishes up that yellow car, he'll kind of bang out getting that car mostly going. It sounds like it's probably working if he's already back. So far, so good. Nice.
Goes in all the gears.
Goes in all the gears? Nice.
Everything's happy with that.
All right, so now we just gotta warm it up all the way and make sure it still keeps going in the gears.
Yeah. Check all the fluid levels. Probably one final adjustment on the cables.
Nice. Another conversion, saving another manual. That's right. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna help out with that before our friend gets here, so I only have a little bit of time. So let's squeeze that in and then we'll rejoin you later. Yeah, buddy. This drives really good. Very good. Shifting is perfect. Nailed it. First try. Nailed it. We're getting good at this. I like it. Well, drive's actually really wonderful. Funny thing is, it's a little bit higher mile car. It's got like 34,000. I swear to God, the higher mile cars drive better. If they've been maintained really well, they just drive good. So anyway, perfect. Glad. We should be able to wrap this up and ship it. Nice. Saved another manual.
A few moments later.
All right, YouTube, it's after lunch. We actually went to lunch today. Wow, what an amazing thing to do. As you can see, one of the yellow 360s is gone. The other yellow 360 is moving around under its own power. So we have like one thing left to do that we're going to do on Monday. You notice that we have an Audi SQ5 here. Apparently it's a friend of a friend kind of thing. We're trying to help someone out, do some good deeds or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, you know, so Randy is a certified Audi technician, master technician. So he kind of knows how to work on those things. So we're going to fix that Audi for a friend of a friend. Whatever. You know, sometimes you do stuff like that. I've been working on the computer. I'm still working on the computer. I still have more stuff to do on that. Yeah, there's kind of a not exciting day as far as filming content. My apologies that there's nothing really crazy going on. Oh, shit, yes. The seat is repaired. I'll have to send a picture of that to the client because, yeah, the seat had this weird protrusion right here. So, fixed. Nice. That's good. Alrighty. Okay, YouTube, it's a little after 5 p.m. on Friday. I am going to go home and enjoy the weekend. So, like I mentioned, I think at the start of today, normally this is the first Saturday of the month. We would be having our first Saturday meet, but they're saying it's supposed to be thunderstorms and hail and all sorts of crap. So I just preemptively canceled the meeting. Sorry. don't need people getting their cars damaged and stuff. And frankly, no one's gonna drive anyway if there's a high risk of hail. Yeah, no one's taking their fun cars out, so not gonna happen. But we'll try and hopefully have it next month. I think it's like April or something. I don't know what day it is. We'll get that back on track. I'm trying to find a social media person. I actually just got off a phone call with doing an interview with someone, and we're gonna do a test run. I'm gonna bring them out here. So, I had another company that's doing editing for us. Yeah, I think we need more. We need more than what they're providing, and I need someone local to help out. So I'm pursuing that. We're also pursuing an office admin / inventory management / paperwork person. We've got a lot of roles that we're trying to fill. So we need some people who are savvy and can do lots of things. So we need some smart people to hire. We're trying to figure out building up those job roles and then actually listing some positions and hiring some people. So we're gonna be working on all of these things. So it's gonna be busy. Oh, Lord, is it gonna be busy. I'm gonna go home and chill. So I will see you guys on Monday. Well, good morning, YouTube. It is Monday, and today's gonna be a busy one. So we've got some stuff going on, got some interesting business things going on, and Randy is wrenching away on the gray car. So that car needs the transmission to come out, needs to get the conversion. We actually have to pull the dashboard on it. We're doing a clutch. I think we're doing everything. Basically, we kind of looked the car over and said, here's everything wrong with it. And the guy said, do it. And we're like, oh, crap. Let's start ordering parts. So, oh, man, listen to that cricket. Yeah, it's cricket season. Listen to that guy. He is loud. Dude.
He's over in the corner by the football.
Yeah, and the problem is they get under stuff and you can't get to them and squish them. Little bastards. Well, like I said, it's going to be a busy day. We're going to be doing some stuff. The car that I saw in LA got picked up on Saturday, so it should be here, I'm going to guess tomorrow or Wednesday. And we're experimenting with a new shipping company that speaks English. I hope doesn't screw up cars, because we're 2 for 2 of car mess ups in the last 2 weeks. We're giving that a shot. We're trying some stuff. We're trying new stuff. We're trying to improve so that we can get better for you. And check this out. Look at my new shirt. You like this shirt? Look at that. Saving the manuals. That's right. Other people are like, save the manuals. They're like telling other people, hey, you save the manuals. And I'm like, no. We're saving the manuals. We're actively saving manuals. Randy is literally saving a manual.
We're trying to increase the
right
population.
Now. Yes, we are proactively breeding manuals.
That's right.
So if you want one of these t-shirts, check it out. They're on our website, normalguysupercar.com. You can use the code NGS10 and take off 10%. These sweet-ass t-shirts in all sorts of different sizes and colors. So yes, these are a new one that I thought up. I know, I'm so brilliant. I was like, yeah, we should be saving the manuals. I know, that took a rocket scientist to figure that one out. I got to do some stuff because we got someone coming in like 15, 20 minutes that I need to meet with, so I need to get ahead of the game. And I intentionally did not answer any emails or anything over the weekend, so that's going to take me all day to catch up. That's why I answer emails over the weekend, because Instead, all I did all weekend is mow the lawn once and then sat around. That was my entire activities for the weekend. I don't know if that was good or bad. Probably bad. I'm going to jump on the computer. I'm going to do some stuff, answer emails, documents, whatever stuff. And as soon as this person gets here, we're going to start chatting with them and see what we can figure out. So stay tuned. Okay, YouTube, it's, a few things. Number one, I was just informed that my design style is awful. And I kind of agree with her. So I'm not going to sell this shirt anymore. This will be a limited production run that only I own. So there's going to be exactly 3 of these shirts in existence. We're going to make a new version of this shirt because apparently they said my font is like a child's font and it looks awful. I don't know. The people who work for me are mean to me. No.
Microsoft Word.
Dude, jeez.
2001.
I was assailed at how bad my design is. Well, and I'll admit, look, this is not what I do for a living, all right? I don't make t-shirts or designs and stuff. I am awful at that stuff. This is why I had a 20-year career in software doing the back end of software, not the front end. I hired people to do the front end. Well, Randy's got the trans out on this guy already, which is great, and about to do the rear main seal, which was gnarly. Oh, it looks a little better now, but it still looks like it's been leaking. Something's been leaking back there, for sure. Ew. Yeah. So we're gonna get that done. Get a new clutch in here, new pilot bearing, rear main seal, and some other parts. I can't remember. I'll have to look at the sheet. This is something new that's messing me up, which is, so I think I mentioned we're trying to bring in-house some of our social media stuff. And look at, we have a social media person who is setting up to take pictures and videos. It's not me. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm just, this is 9.5, 10 years of doing this exact stuff and didn't have someone else doing that stuff is messing me up. My brain's having a hard time, but I'm kind of liking it. So it means we're doing better. It means we're going to grow, which is awesome. Also, we have someone detailing one of the 430s that is, the one with the 150% clutch wear, which Randy got to pull out. It was like, hey, it's not moving when I push the gas pedal.
Yeah. It might not make it in from the car wash.
Honestly, we might have to push it back in. It's really suffering. It's struggling hard. So that, yeah. Don't let your clutch get to 100+% wear on these cars, by the way. Like, that doesn't mean that it won't drive. What it means is that the computed value of the clutch is such that it's not got any friction material according to how much Ferrari thinks it should use. So that means other bad things start happening, like you start destroying the flywheel and you risk damaging other components. Don't go past 100% wear, please, if you can prevent it. It's a bad idea. And I know on a manual you really can't tell. So I think the better thing in a manual is just how many miles do you have on it? Expect maybe 40-ish thousand miles of wear on a clutch, maybe 50. Because technically the manuals tend to wear less rapidly than the F1 cars. But we just had a deal close on a Porsche GT4 RS, which is actually going to come here and get some brake service or some other work. Josh did this deal. It's in Boston, of all places. And I think he has another deal that we're working on for a 458 that, again, won't be actually coming into inventory. It's for a consignment or a consultation client. So we had a bunch of consultation clients doing stuff. It's been quite busy on that front. Oh, and for all of you that are trying to have us help you find a car, if you're interested in getting on our list, we actually have a new way of doing the list, so don't email us anymore. Go to ngsc.me/thelist and fill out the form, and that way you'll get into our system, and Rachel can reach out to you and say, hey, what do you need, and blah, blah, blah. So do that instead of emailing us, because that actually helps us be more efficient, so we appreciate that. I'm going to show you what we got going on here, because actually we've got some IPE deals for you. All right, so check it out. This is a full IPE exhaust. So we've got headers, cat deletes, and the rear section with the chrome tips. And all of the IPE exhausts are on sale right now, 15% off through March 31st. And the best part is, all you have to do is go on our website and the discount is automatically applied. You don't have to do shit. Just put it in your cart, go check out, boom, 50% off. It's like magic. We're hooking you guys up. So they just reached out to us and said, hey, we want to do a spring sale. We want to give you an extra discount. And so we're passing that discount on to you guys. That's right, because we love you so much. So go to normalguysupercar.com, search for an IP exhaust, add it to your cart, 15% off. And it's, if you want an IP exhaust and it's not on our website, we can still get it. So like, I think they have stuff for Porsches and BMWs and McLarens and some other cars, and we don't have them on our website, but we can get those for you. So if you have one of those cars, you want an IP exhaust, reach out to us. There, send us an email, sales@normalguysupercar.com. We do our part. We like to help you guys out, so cool. All right, I am going to do stuff now. Hey YouTube, it's late in the day, but I totally forgot to mention something. So we are going back to the Tail of the Dragon May 4th through the 9th, I think. It's a Monday through a Friday. And there are actually, as of now, there's still a few rooms available at the hotel. So if you want to stay at the hotel with the group, send us an email, sales@ngsupercars.com, and we can get you the link to be able to reserve one of the spots at the hotel. If that hotel books up, then you can book some of the surrounding hotel rooms. So as of right now, I just got an email from the hotel. They said there's 5 spots available. So we haven't really talked about this much. We haven't pushed it much because I thought it was gonna just book up instantly, but it didn't. So if you'd like to come do the Tail of the Dragon with us, again, send us an email, sales@ntsupercars.com. It'll be from May 4th to May 9th. It's not an organized thing. It's not an event. There's no sign up here and pay us money or any of that stuff. It's just a bunch of people happen to be going to the Tail of the Dragon at that time, including some of us. So, cool. I am not going for the whole time. I can't. I will only be there Tuesday, part of Tuesday, Wednesday, and then part of Thursday, and I have to leave. So, it is what it is, but it'll still be fun.
A few moments later.
All right, YouTube. It is 6:30. I'm still at the shop. Well, that's because normally this would be 5:30, but daylight savings time kicked in yesterday. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I need to still do some more stuff at home. I think we got a deal to buy a 458, so I might need to buy a plane ticket and fly out to the Los Angeles area next week and stuff. But I guess that's kind of it for today. Oh, that 430 looks fantastic. So we did a test run with a new detailer and he did a really good job. Yeah, it looks really quite good. A lot better than it did a couple hours ago. So this is not that one. This is the one that's got the damage on the bumper. So we need to still send the bumper out to get fixed. Yeah, that thing. And the diffuser. That's going to happen soon. I think we're going to try and just list it as is and see if someone wants to buy it with the work that it needs. And we'll go from there. Oh, and Josh's car is here. So we took the coupe, the 430 coupe that was here, and brought that over to Podium to get the wheel done and the front bumper redone. So we'll get that work going. And I think Josh's car, they repainted the bumper. Okay. Nice, looking good. It's been a crazy day. I am going to go home. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh my God, it's been a crazy day.
The next day.
Good morning, YouTube. It's Tuesday. I had to think about that for a minute. Yes. Randy is working on the conversion. Don't worry, keep doing your thing. It's fine. Yeah, the under panels have like an absurd amount of bolts on them for some reason. Yeah, it takes a lot of bumping them off. I'm gonna film a video about what it's like when you first buy a Ferrari F430. So we wanted to do a series of videos for all of the major Ferrari models and just give you a walkthrough of what it's like owning these cars, what to expect, some tips on driving them and owning them and various things like that. That's just something we kind of wanted to do to help you guys because we get asked a lot of these questions from people that are buying these cars of like, oh, how do I do this? How do I do that? And so we thought it'd kind of help a lot of you. So that's what I'm working on, and hopefully that video will be out shortly after this video comes out. So stay tuned for that. So do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. That will help you see when that video comes out. We should be able to get the yellow car done today. We were supposed to get it done yesterday. I'm going to yell at Josh. That was Josh's bad. Josh has an office to build. Naughty Josh. He was supposed to do some stuff. Well, we did get that 430 all cleaned up, and I have to say, it actually cleaned up nicer than I expected. The paint's in really pretty good condition. It's got a couple flaws, so I might end up doing a review of this car, although it would be a very short review because the clutch is so toast that the car can't even drive. We literally had to push it in and out of the garage because it can't make it over the driveway hump right there. Yeah, I guess we're probably not going to do a review of it. I could show you the car if you want to. I mean, there's flaws, like there's a scratch there and there's a scratch there. And of course, the rear bumper we are going to have repainted and fixed, so don't worry, this will be taken care of. And same with the diffuser, so that will be done. But yeah, it needs a clutch desperately. The clutch is so toast that I'm going to just say it pretty much needs a flywheel too. The flywheel's probably just completely hot spotted to death. So that's the reason. That's the main reason why when the clutches wear out, you don't want to keep going, is you risk burning out the flywheel too. And now it goes from, I don't know, $6,000 in parts to $7,000 or $8,000 in parts. And so it starts getting pretty pricey. But otherwise, yeah, the wheels look really quite nice. And if I recall, the tires are even fairly new. What are these things? These are, what year? I can't find the date code. Where's the date code? There it is. Oh, I lied. 2017. Okay, so it needs tires. 9-year-old tires. Yeah. A couple paint chips up here. Actually, not too bad. Front bumper looks surprisingly really good. A tiny bit of moisture in the headlight there. Some more paint chips that have been filled in a tiny scratch. Leather, yeah, the airbag leather needs to be redone. The binnacle leather needs to be redone. And then the dashboard leather is popped up, but it's not awful. So, yeah, and it's got 2 repaired holes or, you know, something in the roof. So those could be fixed. You know, it just needs love. This car is a good car. It's got good bones. It just needs some love. It is for sale. We're going to try and get it pictured today if we can push it over there. And then get it listed as is and kind of give people options of here's the as is price and here's the converted price with everything fixed. Yeah, and then let people run with that. Have been getting a lot of interest in that car over the last 24 to 48 hours. Had someone come check it out. People are interesting because this car is actually in really quite good shape and it's had a lot of service. So the funny thing is that this car probably runs and drives better than like a 20,000 mile car that has not had a lot of service, because a lot of those cars have all sorts of wonky shit that hasn't been taken care of yet, and that's probably had everything because it's been driven. So yeah, the other thing is I think Randy might be working on this car today because we decided we need to get this thing out of here. It's been here too long. It needs to just go away. I'm tired of looking at it.
We'll get rolling on it today once we get caught up on this.
Yeah, we're trying to get ahead on this thing. Ooh, we got...
Get the cables ran, everything fitted, so as soon as we get everything back from coating, when it's all nice and shiny.
Yeah, that's going to look
and
nice.
Paint chips, we can put it back together, but once we get it to a full stopping point, we'll move over to the flood car and get that thing back on the road again.
Yeah, this thing's going to be quite nice when it's done.
This car?
Yeah.
It'll be
It's going to have a lot done to it.
almost better than factory, you know, 'cause it'll be a manual.
It'll be a manual. It's going to
We'll
have...
fix the dash.
The dash will be done. The intake, yeah, all the intake and valve cover gasket or valve covers will look nice.
The only thing that's not getting redone is like where the seats come.
But I mean,
that's just gonna happen.
you paint that and it'll just immediately get scraped again.
That's like the only defect that's gonna be left on this car.
Yeah. By the way, pro tip: if you have a 430 or 360 Spider and you are tall and you run the seat back, make sure the seat isn't rubbing back there, because that's what happens. It's inevitable if you're tall. It just I don't even think you can really put something back there because it's just gonna rub.
No, there was one that had PPF on it.
That's not a bad idea.
Spiders, but it
just melted the PPF.
Where's the PPF and it looks all bubbled up, and then it still damages the paint anyway. So
yeah, it's kind of one of those design flaws where the seats don't stop in a way that computes it out. But whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Well, there you go. There is a tip that we should include in my Ferrari F430 video that I'm going to be filming in just a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of it, I guess. Well, I'm gonna jump on the computer for a few minutes and then I'm going to start filming some other stuff because we have a test run with a new social media person. So not this video, but the next videos you see after this video will be edited by that person. And you'll also probably have noticed some way cooler stuff on Instagram or Facebook. So if you haven't already followed us on Instagram or Facebook, do that. She's got a way better eye for this stuff than I do. Like, let's be real. I suck at social media, and the success of our channel is a function of brute force and luck more than skill. So we'll just run with that. We'll give this experiment a good shot and see what happens.
A few moments later.
Hey YouTube, so I was just browsing Facebook and someone had tagged me, ironically in one of the cars that we were selling, but they like tagged me, they're like, hey, you should have Normal Guy Supercar convert your car. And I was like, oh, well, that's actually me selling the car. And they're like, oh, didn't realize it was you. And that made me think about something is, there's a lot of you who have gone to bat for us and go online and defend us when people say dumb shit or just promote us. And so from now through the end of March, If you promote us and send us a screenshot of you promoting us on some sort of social media platform, doesn't have to be Facebook, could be some whatever message board, it could be, I don't care what. Take a screenshot, send an email to sales@normalguysupercar.com with your screenshot, and we'll give you a coupon code to take and give you a free t-shirt. Or hat. Hat or t-shirt, we don't care, because both are cool. And we're going to try and make some more t-shirts. Sorry about the other shitty t-shirt design. One of these guys will hopefully come up with something better by the time that you get your free t-shirt code. So I'm going to limit it to 100 t-shirts because I don't want to go have it be nuts and I'm going to lose my ass on t-shirt giveaways. But let's do that. So up to 100 t-shirts through the end of the month. Promote us, take a screenshot, defend us, whatever. Just something that helps us out. Because I'll be honest, there's so many people spreading lies and misinformation all over the internet. It's not necessarily like targeted against us. People just say like, oh, like one guy was like, I heard if you convert the car, the value plummets. And I'm like, no, dude. Like if you convert the car, the value increases. Or, you know, just, I heard conversions cost $80,000. And I'm like, no, dude. Like, no, that's not even close. And so, another one that was really funny last night was someone's like, if you convert the car, they're going to say, oh, you got $70,000 in other work. We've literally never charged anyone $70,000 for all of the work combined for, not even, I don't even know if we've charged, yeah, I guess we charged about half of that before, but that's a lot of work, like a whole lot of work.
Reconditioning.
That's like, yeah, like you're doing a ton of stuff. So, no, we've never charged anyone $70,000, and generally speaking, $70,000 on a Ferrari F430 or 360 is challenging to get to that much work needed, at least mechanically. It would have to be really, really messed up. I'm not saying it's impossible, just saying that's a challenge. I mean, in fact, I would welcome that challenge. But anyway, promote us, defend us, whatever, do cool stuff. We appreciate it. And just to show you how much we appreciate it, now through the end of March, send us a screenshot of that appreciation or that promotion or whatever, and we will appreciate you with a free t-shirt or hat. Thanks. All right, YouTube, it is, holy crap, it's already 2:40. Wow, today is nuts. Oh, don't worry, you do your thing, dude. You're working, I'm standing around. I have been on the phone, doing emails, making deals, making money, doing business. Bye, sell. What is it? ABC, always be closing.
A, B, C. A, always, B, B, C, closing. Always be closing. Always be closing.
Yeah, that's me today. Say that again. I can't say always be closing from that movie. I love that movie.
I mean, McConaughey's right down the street. You can go.
Yeah, come on. Well, anyway, nuts going on. So we have a email handshake deal for the F430 in the corner, the consignment one. We have an email handshake deal, I believe, on the 535. And we may have a deal for an off-market car that we've been working on for a little while. So all of that all happened in the last 2 hours. Plus, randomly, 2 people showed up that we weren't expecting for business relationships. And plus, I interviewed another guy who was potentially going to do some work for us. I have not gotten hardly anything I need to get done. I was planning on filming a video today. I haven't even done that yet. I still have to do that as a goal of mine. I'm going to do that. So I need to do some paperwork, and then I'm going to film some video stuff. So yikes, it's been busy. And just because I'm going to mess up all of your TVs and home stereos and whatever, Alexa, play. You'll thank me later.
A few moments later.
Well, YouTube, it's after 5, and today has been absolutely bonkers. But it is the end of this week in the life of running our dealership, NG Supercars. So I want to say thank you, as always, tremendous amount of thanks to all of you that have supported us over all these years, watching our videos, subscribing to our channel, sending us emails of thanks, buying parts from us, buying cars from us. It's been a wonderful journey, and we do appreciate all of you. So thank you so much. We've got crazy deals going on. It's just busy as hell. Josh is flying out next week to go look at a car for us. We've got another possible deal pending. We've got stuff flying left and right. Just got off the phone call with another consultation client. It's just nuts. So I'm exhausted. I'm going to go home. I'm actually taking Thursday and Friday off, so the next video, the next week in the life video will be a little bit wonky. So do me a favor, subscribe. And don't forget, help us out and send us a screenshot of you helping us out, and we will send you a discount code for a free t-shirt or hat. So help us out and we'll help you out. We'll get you some cool shit. Why not, right? That's it for this week. We'll see you in the next one. So like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and we'll be doing a lot of cool car stuff. You're going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.